I don't know. Just sort of taking what the defense gives us. You know what I mean? When Book's not in there, we always trying to find other ways to score. You know what I mean? And that's playing off of one another. And I could hear Willie yell out, "Go under." You know what I mean? So that means they're going to go under the ball screen. So that's like inviting me to shoot.
Chris, Nance was he had a positive impact on their run to get back in the game, and then as soon as you came in, that seemed to be where you went. Was that something you, in addition to hearing Willie say that, was that something you were thinking about right when you came in the game?
No, it was just, I mean, you read the game, sort of take what the defense gives you. They started, when they bring Nance in, they usually read 1 through 5, which means switch every ball screen. So it was open, take it, you know what I mean, or drive and create for others.
Chris, Devin was talking about your demeanor in terms of, I'm back, sorry, Chris. Talked about your demeanor when you went on your run to basically like, look, you wanted to get this corrected right away. I'm just curious, what's that mentality of the takeover situation for you?
Just reading the game. We watch games all day, every day. We got to watch all the games yesterday. We watch the games today. And you know, in the playoffs, teams aren't going to lay down. It ain't like the regular season. When the team get a lead, they sub everybody out. And that team over there, they're going to keep playing hard. So just trying to make sure, you know, we got the energy back into the game.
You know, follow I have for both of you guys. Seeing Mikal and Cam Johnson, 3 finalists for Sixth-Man and Defensive Player of the Year. For you two, what does that mean to see them get that kind of respect in that way?
I mean, I want to see them win it. That's what they deserve.
Chris, what?
Mikal finalist, Defensive Player of the Year, Coach finalist, Cam Johnson finalist, Sixth-Man of the Year.
That's tough.
Chris, what do you think worked for you guys so well defensively in the first half?
We were just connected. We were connected. We was just making it tough on CJ. Same thing with BI, you know, and closing out to their shooters. Yeah, we was just on the string. I think a lot of times people think about our offense and how we move the ball and stuff, but our defense is really what we sort of hang our hats on.
Chris, when you hear Willie yell, "Go under," do you smile to yourself at all? After you hit a couple, do you give him a look?
Good question.
I know Willie. Willie, my man. You got to think about it. That was my teammate a few times or whatnot. So we didn't play together. I didn't play against him. He was our coach last year or whatnot. So I sort of got an idea what coverages will come, but it's all in the game. It's all love, always.
Hey, Chris, it's one thing to read the defenses and take the shots, but you went into a rhythm there where you were hitting 3-pointers, a layup, you dished off to McGee, you had a couple of free throws, and all of a sudden it's 17 points in a row. What's it like when you get in that rhythm where everything you take, you know you're going to hit?
I didn't know it was 17 points in a row. For me, I'm just saying we need to increase the lead. And so for me, it's just continue to play. And it's crazy. I watch games a lot, and sometimes when people get hot like that, they just take a crazy shot and what they call a heat check. That's got to be the dumbest thing I've heard of. Like, you should just, he gonna take a crazy one. But for me, I just figured keep taking good shots. Why take a bad one and then not be hot no more? But that's why I'm not a scorer, I guess.
I don't know, all of those were good shots. I don't think there was one crazy one among them.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Look, you just answered on the other guys being finalists for the postseason awards, but you were not named as a finalist for the MVP. Do you have any thought you want to share on that?
No, not really. You know, our main focus is playoff time, man. You know, I want those guys to obviously get the rewards because we celebrate everything as a team, but it's go time, man. We have our eyes on the prize.
Fellas, all season long you've struggled against this opponent with rebounding. Let's struggle again tonight. How concerned are you with that, and what do you think you can do to get it corrected? I know that's not necessarily your job, but you feel me?
No, it is our job. We're a team. And so for us, we're not going to grow overnight. You know what I mean? So we just got to keep putting bodies on guys, boxing out, trying to do it as a collective. And it's something that we knew going into the series. We'll take the win, but we also understand, we'll come in tomorrow and figure out how we can get better at that.
So you both are shooting well, and Aiden's shooting well, and then Mikhail, he's shooting fairly well, and then Cam off the bench is, doing his job shooting well. But then Jay's having an off night. So what are the things that you discuss with him to help him keep his confidence up and, contributing in other ways?
I mean, he's been here before. He's experienced. So, this game's over and we're on to the next one. He does so many things out in the court, that are more valuable than, just him shooting efficiently. Obviously, he can do that, but his defensive presence, his communication, he's a true winner. He's been to back-to-back finals appearances, so he understands what it takes. So that's the least of our worries. We know he's going to make shots. He's built for the moment, but he does so many things to just pinpoint him out of all of us shooting well and him not.
Bench with one from Jason Quick on Zoom.
Chris, I think one of the things that makes great players great is their ability to own a moment and take over a game in crucial moments. I know you said you were just reading the game, but can you kind of put your finger on how you have that innate ability to read the game and know, okay, this is my time to take over?
I've been playing for a while, for a long while, to tell you the truth. And I don't know, I think just naturally you read, like if Book got it going, if Cam got it going, if DA got it going or whatnot, it's whatever. So over the course of the game, you just try to keep that energy there, and if that means I got to score, then so be it. And Book and them guys stay on me. They talk to me all the time. And who was it? Jamal Crawford, fam, one of my teammates came up to me at halftime and was like, shoot the ball. That's what he said to me and Book when we were standing over there. And so started shooting.
Thanks, guys.
To 7.
Yeah, I think our defense slipped a little bit. Obviously, offensive rebounds, second chance points, and, we weren't shifting for each other anymore, but, we figured it out. It's a long game. Watching just playoffs historically, you've watched teams go on runs and they get cut down plenty of times. So, we just have to stay locked in, all the way through 48 minutes. And I think the recovery time from when a team goes on the run to where we can get it back to how we're playing is important.
Last thing I had was just seeing Chris. I know you've seen it. We've all seen it, but what was it like to see it again, him coming through in the fourth?
That man's a true competitor, a true winner, and he wants it that bad. So you can see it in his demeanor, you can see it in his walk. So it shouldn't surprise anybody. He's built for these moments.
Book, you mentioned shifting for each other. Was that the key to the first half defensive success for you?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously making it tough on their two primary scorers. But the thing about shifting, it kind of puts you in a disposition for rebounding. So finding that balance of shifting off somebody, and then, a lot of those guys are crashing every possession over there. So, finding a way to be physical with them before they get in the paint.
Monty mentioned you guys are eager to already have a film session and kind of look back on the rebounds. How do you guys materialize or just kind of go through those types of situations where it's obvious what went wrong and you want to correct it together?
Hey, the thing is, it's not, the old high school practices where you can do real rebounding drills. So, it's only something that you can emulate in the game or feel in the game. And, you can't do any real contact like that in practice. So we can stress it, but it has to be on our minds every possession.
Right after the